on CityCast Madison. Let's face it, Madison is a city jam-packed with music junkies, sports fanatics, academic bookworms, and policy wonks. We love to learn, and we're hungry to acquire new knowledge. With all that knowledge, you know what else we're great at? Trivia, baby. So, naturally, we invited the one and only Paul Guzzi, host of the long-running and popular Smarter Than You trivia, to test our team's skills. And hey, play along with us. See how well you do. It's Wednesday, March 29th. I'm Bianca Martin, and here's what Madison's talking about. So, you've been creating and hosting trivia in Madison for more than a decade. How did this all start?
This started at Cafe Momar, the now presently defunct Cafe Momar, where we would go. And on Sundays, there was one time when friends and I were hanging out, and I was asking people trivia questions. I don't remember why, but that's just what was happening, kind of just at the bar. And the manager said, you should do that like as a show. So we started that 2007, I think trivia started. So decade and a half.
Montmartre is like famous. So I never had the pleasure of being there, but I hear the legends like all the time. People are like, oh, I wish Cafe Montmartre was still here. But someone like found you and was like, hey, you're doing this. It's like making of a star or something. It's like, you're just doing this for...
I think it was just like, this guy's being loud at the bar and we should harness this for some other reason. So when Cafe Montmartre closed, then I just took the name, and then Smarter Than You Trivia came out of that, which is technically the name of the trivia show, Smarter Than You Trivia.
Well, Madison's got a bunch of wonks in different ways. Obviously, you've got this really popular trivia night, and you craft the questions. Is there a trick to writing good trivia questions?
So the whole point of trivia, the goal, is for people to be in groups and have fun. Like that's it. And I feel the best way to do that is to have no themes generally. So each round is, there's no theme. Sometimes I'll lie about the theme, but they're always lies. Every question, the next one is unrelated. And that to me seems...
Just to pacify the loud people.
Yeah, and just because if I'm at trivia and they're like, oh, it's going to be, Simpsons trivia. And if I know a lot about Simpsons, then I have a, oh, I'm going to be good at this. And if I don't know anything, I already have like, well, this isn't going to be fun. Because the whole point is that I have fun. And then the second most important thing is that everybody else has fun. So whatever bar or restaurant I'm doing at, is happy with it. The best types of questions are the ones where you kind of almost know it and you have conversations with your teammates about it. And you're close. So some questions are going to be really easy, everybody knows. Some are really hard, which are great too, because then there's that one shining star nerd or whoever is there that knows it and that, it makes the group dynamic in the team cool.
How does your trivia differ from others in Madison?
What I've been told by other people is the difference is I have a music bonus challenge part, which maybe we can do later. Which, when it started at Cafe Momar, I would just play songs on my computer and then people had to guess the year and the title and the artist. And then I was like, I'll just play and sing them to sometimes not very, close approximation to the original. And then that became fun because I, like to sing and play guitar. And that makes it a little bit different. So I think that's...
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Also, the music round is my favorite part, so I'm pretty thrilled that that's something that you really, really lean into. I'm just curious, like, you obviously kind of stumbled into this at Montmartre, but what keeps you going?
Like, I really like the hosting aspect. I can ask any questions I want. And when you have groups of people, like, really enjoying themselves, it's really less about the trivia questions themselves and more about, like you said, those group dynamics. I really like that.
We're excited. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to play some trivia and hear your voice.
All right.
All right, y'all. I brought in the team. Producers Dylan Brogan and Molly Stentz are here with me. Thank goodness. Hey, y'all.
Hey, hey. Hey, how you doing, Paul, Bianca?
I'm pretty friggin' excited. Goozy, how will this work?
Okay, so this is how this is going to work. We got a couple of rounds of trivia. I'm going to read a question. Now, keep in mind, this is usually done in a team situation. I'll read a question, like 10 questions per round usually, and people write them down on that piece of paper. They hand them in, I score them. That's kind of how it usually works. But with the magic of the internet, we're just going to do this live. You're each on your own team. There are some rules. The number one rule is no cheating. So please don't cheat. If you suspect somebody else of cheating, you have to go directly to them and deal with it however you want, because I am powerless to stop cheating. But I can tell if Dylan cheats, because there's definitely some of these he will absolutely not know.
Oh, cool.
And here we go. This is round one. Each correct answer is going to be worth 1 point each. Question number one. It's a Madison-based question. What is the name of Madison's ultimate Frisbee team? Dylan clearly, by the visuals I'm getting, doesn't know, which is as suspected. All right, so you guys can write it down on a piece of paper and show me, or say it aloud. 1, 2, 3.
Radicals.
Oh, Dylan got it right. Bianca.
No, I was just gonna say a silly one.
Okay.
Didn't get it right.
Not bad. Molly, what do you have?
I had nothing because I could not remember.
Shockingly, Dylan is in the lead in round one. Question number two. The first Culver's, Bianca, the first Culver's was opened in which Wisconsin town or city? I kind of gave a hint to everybody else because I said your name, Bianca. So
Yeah.
what Culver's, the first Culver's was opened in which Wisconsin town or city? All right, 1, 2, 3, hit it.
I thought it was Sock City.
It is Sauk City. You are correct.
Sock City! The Blue Spoon.
So, like, usually this is like in a team based. The questions are kind of designed for a team, and the absolute best types of questions that are my favorite, which is what keeps me going, are the questions where I can see and hear a team. Somebody will give the right answer because I can hear them. We're in a bar, and then somebody else, usually a husband or boyfriend, quite frankly, talks them out of the right answer. They submit the wrong answer. I read the right answer, and just the disgust and the heat and the anger, that's what keeps me going. So, Bianca, to answer your question, why do I do it? For that moment.
So true. I have witnessed that. It is so true.
The crumbling of partnerships.
Yeah, if you feel like you're doing really well in your relationship, come to my trivia, and you will be...
The true test.
Okay, another Wisconsin-based question. What is the most popular brandy in Wisconsin? And this, I feel like all Wisconsin people should know. Okay, show your cards. 1, 2, 3. Everybody wrote Corbel, which is, of course, correct.
Oh!
So what's the score? Molly has 2.
1!
See, but I'm running it. I'm running the show, Molly, so I say you have 2 points.
Oh!
Dylan has...
I love this.
Dylan is still surprisingly in the lead. All right, this next question is a math word problem question. You have to listen really carefully. Here we go. If you divide the number of faces Bon Jovi claims to have seen by the number of those faces he has rocked, what is the number you get? So if you divide the number of faces Bon Jovi claims to have seen by the number of those faces he has rocked, what is the number you get? All right, show your answers.
They're saying 1.
2.
I'm saying 1.
The correct answer is 1 because Bon Jovi has...
Rocked them all!
Bon Jovi's seen a million faces and he's rocked them all. A million divided by a million is 1.
I did not know that one. Good.
Clearly.
You're living on a prayer, Dylan. We're tied.
No.
Oh, man. Oh, I love the Bon Jovi references are good. Okay, here's the final question of round 1. What time can you put a blanket down for concerts on the square? What time in the day does the city allow you to put a blanket down, before which they will, I don't know, throw it away or fine you? What time can you put a blanket down for concerts on the square?
A lawnmower goes around. It just cuts up all the blankets if they're early.
Okay, let's see your answers. Dylan surprisingly, in this situation, is correct with 3 p.m. That's such an arbitrary rule. Like, you could just drink white wine and just get hammered in public. But, like, if you put your blanket down before 3 o'clock, that's the illegal part of that event.
I think the right answer is it depends on who you are.
Oh, true. I like that. Yeah.
I'm going with that. Selective enforcement.
Yeah, maybe if you are, a city-renowned podcast host, you can be out there at, like, noon on your blanket with your white wine yelling, "Do you know who I am?" As they come around.
Clearly, we need to try it.
Oh, I got one more. This is Madison related too. If someone were to tell you, quote, "Word to your moms, I came to drop bombs," they would have more rhymes than what?
Words to your mom.
It's not words to your mom, Dylan. It is word to your moms, I came to drop bombs. They would have more rhymes than what? Did you go to school here? Did you go to college here, Dylan?
Yeah, I didn't take the classic hip hop class.
Okay, well, you should, because the correct answer is...
No, hold on. Can we get 1 second to think?
Well, you're not going to get it. So, Molly and Bianca, what are your answers? I got more rhymes than... The Bible's got Psalms. That is the correct answer. You got more rhymes. Yeah. And Dylan...
Brother Dylan should have gotten that.
Yeah, but he didn't take the hip-hop class at UW-Madison. Maybe you were outside at a football game or in Any Way Alive, and you've heard that song 1,000 times.
I love that. I was hoping there was going to be a jump around question, and I wasn't prepared for it.
Well, who's the artist?
Who's the artist? I just forgot.
House of Pain.
House of Pain, yeah.
Bonus point.
Bonus point for Molly.
You know that guy's in Everclear?
Dylan, did you just say that guy's in Everclear? The 90s band Everclear?
House of Pain, yeah, it's surprising.
That is surprising because that is completely incorrect.
Everlast.
That's a very different situation, yeah. Well, I don't know the score. Molly did pretty well. We're going to say 5 points. Dylan really kind of crumbled there at the end.
I think we're all tied up, Paul.
Yeah, that's not how the world works.
That's not how the world works, Dylan. Thank you, Paul.
It's called Unfair Trivia with Paul Guzzi.
That's really part of it, like I can kind of make the own rules because, again, the whole point is that I have fun, and very close secondary point is that everybody else has fun. So the trivia prizes, the first place prize at the Harmony is a gift certificate, which is really nice. And the second and third place prize are a tradition that started at Cafe Momar, and this is always the case. The second place prize for every trivia I do is just like a bag of snacks or chips that I buy right beforehand. Sometimes there's cheese balls, any type of weird Skittles, like just bad snacks, and people really like it. And the third place prize is always an old CD that I have. The last time at the Harmony, the one we gave away was, I think, like a Ricky Martin CD giveaway.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
you're like look-alike?
What?
Ricky Martin?
No,
You've never gotten that?
No.
I think so.
Oh,
or maybe
wow.
I'm crazy.
I guess, is that good? I guess that's good. Yeah. Ricky Martin.
Yeah, you guys actually look alike.
Me and Ricky?
In my book.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
a great thing.
Well, yeah, that'll be so surprising if people come to trivia and be like, I want to see the Ricky Martin guy. And it's me. And they're like,
Living la vida loca.
Yeah.
Based on the true story that shocked the world. Critics are calling A Spy Among Friends on MGM Plus a thrilling new Cold War drama.
Treason. That's what I'm accusing you of.
With spellbinding performances.
I am not a traitor!
Starring Emmy Award winners Damian Lewis and Guy Pearce.
You're trying to get me killed. Give me one reason why not.
A Spy Among Friends. Watch now, only on MGM Plus.
Okay, so this is going to be the music bonus challenge. I'm going to play a song, just a part of it, and you have to think to yourself the artist, the title, and the year it was released. Yes, I know the year it was released is very hard, but that's just the way it works. This is the first song, and you have to name the artist, the title, and the year it was released. go. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right here. Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. Now we're out of sight, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. All right, that's enough. Does everybody got an answer? Let's see what you got.
Hold on.
What do you have?
Britney Spears,
Yeah.
Oh Baby, Baby, and 2000.
I put 1999.
Britney Spears. So it is Britney Spears. It was Oh Baby or Hit Me Baby One More Time, I think is the actual name. And the year was 1999. Bianca, you are correct.
Oh! Ha! Who had that CD? Me. Duh. I was a girl in like 3rd grade.
It wasn't just for girls. I had it too.
Yeah, Dylan.
I had it at some point as well.
I did not. I know you're shocked. My favorite part of your trivia is I'm learning that you make up the rules and the rules constantly shift. So it's like that Wordle game where it changes the rules against you. Have you ever played that one?
I have. I do. I know what you're talking about. That is absolutely the case. And then people in trivia, they'll be like, well, that's not fair. And I was like, you are absolutely right. Like, none of this is supposed to be fair. Oh, I forgot. The grand prize for trivia, if some team gets absolutely every question right and a super difficult question that I will make up at the end, they win my car, which is a 2022 Toyota Corolla. But of course, that will never, ever happen because I will change the questions.
You make the rules.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Sounds like a
Vegas.
challenge, Paul.
Yeah, you can come and give it a swing, Dylan, and see how that goes. Especially with the jump around guy is from Everclear, basis of 90s knowledge. I'm sure you're going to crush it.
Okay.
I just want this CD. I'm going for 3rd place.
See, that's what people want. They want like the first place is like $40 of real money that you can use to eat and drink at the Harmony, and people are like, I'm going for the chips. Or I'm going for the CD. So
I think Bianca legitimately won the game with the musical rounds.
That's always my number one is the music rounds. But the year though, that adds a nice twist.
it is. It's tough. That's tough. So we can do one more. And for this challenge, I'm going to play the song and then you yell out, not yell, whoever says the artist first wins. Okay, this is the last. This is going to see who's going to win the whole thing. And this is a song that I grew up listening to. My whole family liked this. I'm just a bachelor looking for a partner, someone who knows how to ride without even falling off. Gotta be compatible. Take it to my limits. Girl, I wanna break you off. I promise that you won't wanna get off. Alright, that's probably enough.
Own it, ride it.
Bianca's
My-
dancing.
Oh, I know.
Pony. I said Genuine like twice.
Oh, you did? Okay, then Bianca wins.
Genuine.
I heard it. I can vouch.
I love this game. That's so fun.
You singing like 2 more lines, and I got it. So good for you.
That's a staple. A wholesome staple.
Yeah, a wholesome staple. Yeah.
That was really fun.
This is a great day. Paul, that was out of control. Thank you for granting me the winner, or naming me the winner. Dylan tried his best, and Molly just crushed. So remind us again when folks can come find you at the Harmony.
I'm at the Harmony the first and third Wednesdays at 6:30. So usually twice a month. I also do a lot of private events, especially around the holidays for people with holiday parties. You could customize trivia or have kind of like a specific type of trivia. That's something I do. And the trivia email is smarterthanYouTrivia@gmail.com. So that's been a really fun to do. I had a bunch of private events already this year, and they've been really fun.
Awesome. Well, we'll get that into the the show note, and maybe we'll have an event with you because that was way too much fun.
Cool.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.
Paul Guzzi is the trivia master at Smarter Than You Trivia. Find him at the Harmony Bar on the first and third Wednesday nights. The Harmony's over on Atwood Ave. So how'd you do on the questions? Also, should we start a CityCast Madison team? Let me know if you're in. Madison at citycast.fm. And here's what else Madison's talking about. Foxconn. Do you remember Foxconn? The big silver disco ball in the countryside near Racine? Well, state officials are saying that Microsoft could develop a $1 billion data center at the Foxconn site. Mount Pleasant and the Racine County Board will vote on whether the deal goes through over the next few weeks. And have you seen the statue at the corner of State and East Johnson in front of MoMoCA, the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art? If you haven't yet, it's a striking counter-monument in response to the national discussion on who gets publicly memorialized. The statue mirrors the Abe Lincoln statue on top of Bascom Hill, but is a man seated like a public leader in a barber's chair. The artist Faisal Abdu'Allah has an exhibit called Dark Matter at MoMoCA, and this week's the last chance to see it. Also, this Saturday, as a part of the exhibit, he will host a live salon where he gives a member of our community a haircut as they hold a conversation on issues of the day. That's at 2 p.m. We'll put a link in our show notes. That's all for today here on CityCast Madison. I'm Bianca Martin. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell the most competitive trivia master you know to subscribe to our podcast? We'll be back tomorrow morning with more stories from around the city. Until then, if you're a nerd, if you're a geek, if you're a dork, let your freak flag fly. You belong. Yeah, that's a nerd off.